And now for our friendly philosopher from the great state of Kentucky. Let's make him welcome, Carl Hurley.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's all I have. See? No, thank you so much. That was wonderful. You know, we have just been enjoying one of the greatest gifts that we have ever been given as human beings. The gift of great music, great singing. It's a wonderful gift, isn't it? And there's another gift we've been given. A wonderful gift. The gift of laughter. And that's my job, to go out across this country and seek it out and bring it back to you. And I love my job. I do. I love it. And, it pops up every place. We need to laugh at ourselves. I was thinking about this just a few minutes ago. I grew up poor in the hills of Kentucky. I'd never been any place or seen anything, and worked my way through school and got my first job. About the first week, my boss sent me on a business trip. I was going to fly on an airplane for the first time. I'd never seen the inside of one. I ran down to the travel agency and I said, I want a round trip ticket. They said, where to? I said, right back here. We have to do that. We have to be able to laugh at ourselves. And we don't know where humor is going to pop up. It pops up where we least expect it, even in churches. Yes, it does. Look around. When you're in church, look for it. Oh, yes, it pops up there. And I collect funny things that appear in church bulletins. Now, you would think they'd catch it before it went to press. But they don't always. So that's the first thing I do, is pick up the bulletin and see what I can find that will give me a chuckle. You say, well, a church is a serious place. Of course it is, but it's a place of joy. And I brought some of my favorites. Now, I've got hundreds of these, but I brought 3 or 4 of my favorites to share with you this afternoon. Let me get these on. Yes, I was so glad that was in my pocket. I love these. Here's the first one. Now, I hope this was not from my church. Don't let worry kill you. Let the church help. That's exactly the way it appeared. If you changed one word of this, it wouldn't be right. You don't have to make up humor. Remember in prayer the many who are sick of our church and community. I hope that's a typo. Here's one that I like. For those who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. My wife and I have raised 2 of them. If you got children and don't know it, you got a bigger problem. You do. Now, this next one, I'm not sure. It was a mistake. I think somebody might just be being naughty. Weight Watchers group will meet at 7 p.m. Thursday. Please use the double doors at the side entrance. Here's one that I've just collected. I don't even have it on my list yet. It's brand new, and this is exactly the way it appeared in the bulletin. It said, this morning's sermon, Jesus walks on water. Tonight's sermon, searching for Jesus. I don't know about you, but I'd have preached those on different days. I would have. Now, you know, people who do what I do for a living see funny mental pictures. We do. We can't help it. We'll just be sitting reading the paper at breakfast, and we'll read a headline and make us laugh. Like last Christmas, I read a headline that said, when baking cookies include your children. No, I prefer chocolate chips. But that's why this next one is my favorite of all time. It's the funny mental picture that it conjures up when I read it. It's very simple. It says, Mrs. Turner sprained her ankle. Let us hold up her leg in prayer. I just see a funny mental picture. I hope it's a small church. I do. Well, the humor is around us. We must look for it because it's there. I'll tell you another thing I do too. In my never-ending search for humor, I never overlook the humor of little children. I love the humor of little children. It's honest. It comes from the heart. That's what makes it so good. It's what makes it funny. If adults said the same thing, it wouldn't be funny. And I brought you 3 or 4 of those. These were collected from honest to goodness school papers from little bitty children in schools that are church-sponsored schools. And they have lessons on the Bible, and they had to do homework and do written assignments on the Bible. I learned some things. Maybe you will too. The first one turned in from a little girl was, when the 3 wise guys from the east side arrived, they found Jesus and the manager. Kind of updates it, doesn't it? I like this one. I didn't know this till I read it. Joshua led the Hebrews in the Battle of Jericho. My wife did not see the humor in this next one as I did. A Christian should have only one wife. This is called monotony. But this one is my favorite of all time. And it's going to take a real good one to knock it out of first place. Lot's wife was a pillar of salt by day, but a ball of fire by night. Yes. See y'all later. Got to go search for some funny stuff.
If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out the other great clips on the Gaither Music TV channel.